Hello everyone, welcome back to the next Happy Place. Today I am super excited to tell you about a proper good soup. That is the name of it. Proper good soup. I found this at Walmart. I saw a couple interesting flavors, so I had to try it. This right here is a pizza flavored soup. And all of its glory, 11 grams of protein. And you can see what it looks like in the bottom there. It actually looks like a pair of lips. Hello everybody, welcome back to the next Happy Place. I know, I gotta be goofy sometimes. But yeah, I've got a pizza flavored soup. And I'm not much for cheese soups, but I had to try it anyways. But we also have a cheeseburger soup. And there is that one with its lips. Hello. Then we got Jamaican style jerk chicken soup. Because who doesn't love a good jerk chicken? So I got myself a jerk chicken soup. There we go. You know, this one looks pretty good. So probably has a little heat behind it, but we'll see just how hot it is. So I'm excited about this one. And lastly, this is like the control group. This is the control soup right here. I got a straight up chicken noodle soup just to see if these ones are all far-fetched, if you know what they do with a normal, good old-fashioned chicken noodle soup. It looks pretty good in the bottom there. So we are going to give these a try. I found these at Walmart. They're about $5 a piece. They have some other different flavors too. I got the most unique ones out of the bunch. They may be working some different ones in, but at the time I bought these, I saw the pizza soup and I'm like, actually, and I take that back. A friend told me about this, about the pizza soup. Then I had to go look. So yeah, so I got a tip on there. Sometimes I get leads on stuff because I had no idea what this was. And she was going through the store and she's like, pizza soup. So here it is. And cheeseburger soup. So what I'm going to do is they claim that you just rip the top open, set the pouch in the microwave for 90 seconds and cook it, and you got yourself soup. So that's what I am going to do. I'm going to pause this while I heat all of these up, and I will be back in just a second. Okay, I am back. The soup is cooked. I got my bowls ready, and we're ready to eat here. The one thing I am impressed with is I was kind of scared putting these in the microwave because they want you to tear the top off and stand it there. But this actually sits. I was worried if my little spinny thing carousel was going to go and somehow was going to make them want to tip over. But they are pretty solid. The one thing I did notice while handling these though is these pouches are only 12 ounces for $5. If you look at like a can of Campbell's, it's like 18 ounces. So you are getting a little bit less soup and you are paying a premium price. If the flavor is there though, I don't mind paying a little more if it's good. So that's what we're going to find out today. I'm just going to dig right in here. How about we go with the one I've been anxiously awaiting. Good old pepperoni pizza flavored soup. At least I'm assuming that's pepperoni. I mean, it says pizza soup, but it shows pepperoni, so I'm imagining there's pepperoni in there. But let's just go ahead, give it a pour, hopefully not make a mess. Let's see here. There is what you got. It's kind of creamy there. Or not creamy, but kind of watery for being a pizza soup, but I guess it is a soup. I was expecting like chunks of stuff in there and that. But it smells pretty darn good. But there it is there. Let's set this puppy down. Put my pouch away so it doesn't blow away on me here. Yeah, so there you go. Pizza soup here. We're going to give this one a try. Let you know what I think. Got my trusty spoon. And we're just going to dig in. As far as looking at it, I guess there's little pieces of stuff in there. Let's see what we got. Okay, so yeah, it looks like little pieces of pepperoni in there. So it does got, just like it shows on the front, pepperoni pizza. We got pepperoni. So here we go. Bon appetit. That is a pretty good soup. It's starting to have like a little bit of a kick to it actually even. Maybe from the pepperoni, maybe that's what's kind of coming through a little bit. But otherwise, flavor-wise, this is a fully flavored soup here. I mean, it's kind of like, it kind of reminds me, yeah, there's something in there that's giving a little bit of a kick. I feel a little sensation going on in my mouth there. But it kind of reminds me of like a lasagna. It's kind of what I'm kind of getting off that, because of course tomato-y pizza and lasagna ain't too far off when you look at the red sauces on it. I'm trying to see what else is in this thing. Not sure if that's a little chunk of tomato. I suppose it's going to be hard to focus on it. As I turn the spoon, it's going to fall in the bowl, but this is actually pretty darn good though. I guess the only thing I could say is I'd like to see more chunks in there. I mean, for a $5 thing pouch of soup, it's all pretty much, I mean, there's little pieces in there you get when you take a bite, but I was hoping there'd be a little bit more to it, as my bag blows away with my soup bag in it. A little windy out here today. I may have to put my little fuzzy thing on my microphone just to make sure I don't get any feedback from the wind there and ruin my sound. There we go, my little fuzzy. Little caterpillar on my mic. But as far as this goes, this is actually a really good soup. I just wish, I mean, and really you don't got a whole lot there. I wish the price was a little cheaper. $5 for this was a little on a higher price side. However, the taste is pretty good. I'm enjoying this. Like I said, my only critique would be a bigger bag, a lower price, or more chunkiness to it. Because you do get that, in most bites you do get little pieces of cut up pepperoni in there. I'm not sure what other items are in there. The little peppers maybe, onions I'm thinking. But flavor-wise, this is delicious. And like I said, it has a little kick of something in there. I'm not sure exactly, being a pizza soup, why you'd give me a little kick. But it has a kick. Let me see, I guess my bag blew over here. 1 second. Okay, let's see what we got going on in here. Diced pepperoni. My bag wants to disappear again. Tomato paste, diced tomatoes. Okay, onions, garlic, sugar, basil. Less than 2%. Oh, it has Romano cheese in there. I don't really see what would be giving me a kick on it. But I will let you look at the fitness label there if you want. You can pause that if you'd like to see the healthiness of it. But as far as this goes, taste-wise, it's great. I mean, even at $5 and the fact that it's not thicker, I would definitely buy this again. The flavor on this is delicious. But this is right up my alley too. When it comes to soups and that, I mean, I like a good chunky, like beefy soup. I like a good chicken noodle. Chicken dumpling's amazing, French onion. But when you have something like this, I'm not much for tomato soup because it's just tomato soup. Unless you put macaroni in it, I'll eat it. But this one here being like a nice red soup there, like tomato based with stuff in it, I can go for this. As far as, I may as well rate these on the spot so I don't have to go back and backtrack. This video is going to be long enough, I think. But as far as this one goes, absolutely delicious. Like I said, it's a touch, as far as does it taste like pizza? I mean, you got your pepperoni bites in there that are in there. It kind of comes across more of like a lasagna type with the sauce and that. But I mean, I guess, like I said, lasagna pizza, same thing. But I mean, you don't got the other elements of a pizza to really get. I mean, there's of course, no crust in there and everything. You do got the pepperoni and you got tomato chunks in there. But like I said, it is kind of a liquidy soup. However, the taste is great. I love this. Like I said, this soup is right up my alley. As far as rating this one goes, I'm going to give that a 9.2. That is a good soup, definitely. I'm actually surprised with that. I was thinking these were going to be like more like gimmick soups, like they were going to be, you know, they weren't going to be so good. But that is a darn good soup. However, that's only my first bowl. So here we go into the next one. This right here is a cheeseburger soup. I typically ain't much for cheese soups. I don't know, just a weird thing. If I have cheese, I'd rather have it dipping stuff in it or whatever if I have like something like this. But I mean, I have had cheeseburger soups from time to time. Like there's a restaurant that has a pretty good one around here. Once in a while I get it. But like I said, cheese is meant to be dipped in this form, in liquid form, not to be eaten. But here we go again. Again, you got some chunks in there. I'm sure that's probably like the cheeseburger aspects. Maybe a little potato going on in there. There is that. Again, cheeseburger soup. I will show you the health benefits if you are one of those health conscious people. You can pause that if you'd like. But yeah, so I'll put that in there, drop that in there, get my trusty spoon together, and let's see what we got here for a cheeseburger soup. Oh yeah, this got more chunks to it. There's a lot going on in this one. Looks like potato. Looks like you got some like meat. I'm not sure if this, well, supposedly hamburger. I'm not sure what meat they use in here, but if they actually use burger or if they use something else, but that's a little chunky there. Let's give it a try, see what we got. That's actually, I'm actually impressed with this one. The meat has good flavor when you get it. You wouldn't even really notice it's like a cheese-based soup. But it's weird because the soup itself, even when you have nothing in it, it's like, to me, it's like I'm getting like a grilled flavor. Like the soup was grilled or something. You get a nice grilled taste to it. So I'm sure it's probably, not sure if they somehow grill the meat and throw it in there and that flavor comes across, but I don't think they grill the meat, I wouldn't imagine. There's like little chunks in there, but the flavorness is actually pretty good. I'm actually surprised with this one. I wasn't expecting to like this one. But the meat pieces are decent. There's like little, not sure if that's gonna focus there. I'll try to hold it up. Chunks of, hard to do this with my hands full, but yeah, you get little meatball pieces in there. You get chunks of potato. So this is a lot chunkier than a pizza soup. But like I said, it's weird because it's like I get a grill flavor off of the soup itself is what I'm pulling off of that. Even though it doesn't say like grilled soup, maybe it just, the burgerness coming through. And I guess maybe that's not like a full-fledged cheese soup, but I was imagining it was like going to be like a broccoli and cheese, like the cheese like that kind of coming through. But this is actually, again, a pretty good soup. I like this one. Like that this one has a little bit more to it, and flavor-wise, absolutely delicious. The texture of the meat seems pretty good. It seems like it has a good, you know, the meat seems like a little bit better quality. It's nice, has a good texture, it tastes good. Yeah, this one, surprisingly light. As far as rating this one goes, I wouldn't say it's as good as the pizza. I mean, if you're more into this, you may like it a little more. But like I said, pizza stuff, anything pizza tomatoey is right up my alley. But as far as rating this one goes, it's still a darn good soup. I'm gonna give this one an 8.7. That's actually pretty decent. Now, on to the next one. We are gonna do which one was this again? The Jamaican style jerk chicken soup. Like I said, I always love a good jerk chicken. So we are going to see what we got here. Here we go. So let's pour that all in there. I'm seeing some beans and rice up on the top there. Looks like I got a little potato in this one also. So there's what you got. Oh, ooh, I thought that went over. Yes. Okay, let's see. And again, I guess I'll show you the health benefits of this one in case you want to pause it and take a look. There you go there, as my mail guy comes to drop off some goods. Dun-da-da. This one looks pretty appealing. Has a lot going on in there. You got got your rice going on, got your beans. See how much chicken I can see in there. There's little chunks of chicken in there. Again, I'm not sure if that's going to focus. I'll try to show you there. Looks good. Smells pretty tasty. Let's see what we got. this one, after having the other two, this one is just kind of like, yeah. I mean, it's okay, but it's like you get boom boom, and then you get, you know, kind of. If I eat this on its own, maybe I might like it a little more, but right now, just coming across, it's kind of like mid to me. I mean, it is a nice full soup. Got a lot going on there. So definitely is nice there to have your different chunks. Nice chunks of chicken in those. The chicken pieces do look nice in there. I'm not sure if that's going to focus or not, but there's what we got there. As far as having a kick of anything, there's like a slight one, not really that bad. I have a couple more bites to see if that does kick in to kind of evaluate that aspect of it. Yeah, I guess I'm getting a little bit after having a couple bites there. I'm getting a little bit of heat behind that. Definitely got your jerk heat following up. I mean, overall, it's not a horrible soup. But following the other ones, it just kind of okay. As far as rating that one, I'm going to go ahead and give that one, I'll give it like an 8. I mean, it's still decent. Maybe a 7.9. I'll bump that to a 7.9. It's decent, but it can't compete with the other two. So now, we move on to the control group. Let's see what they do with a good old-fashioned chicken noodle soup. Like I said, I bought this one to see, just think, you know, so I can judge what they do with a standard soup here. So this is our control. I only got a little bowl for this last one. I ain't gonna be able to fit the whole thing in here. I'll try to get the goods in it without getting all the juice, but yeah, see, I was afraid that was gonna happen. All the juice was gonna come through and all the goods are gonna be inside. Let me see how I can do this here. I think I'm just gonna have to scrape these out, because I only have 3 big bowls like that size. I didn't want to grab like a huge mega bowl, so we went with that there. Oh shoot, sorry. It's like, well, got a little overflow there. I may have to have another sip of this. There we go. So what you got in a bowl? You do got some. I love those type of noodles. Are like one of my favorites. I love those just regular egg noodles, I guess you'd call those, right? You got a fair amount of stuff going on there. You got some carrots. You got celery pieces, it looks like. Beautiful noodles in there. Let's see how the texture of the noodles and everything is when you put it together. You know what? This is gonna sound weird. Chicken noodle soup is usually an easy thing to do. But for some reason, of all the soups I had today, this is my least favorite. It's weird. Because I love chicken noodle soup. I was excited when I saw those noodles like that. I was excited. I'm thinking, this is, if they can do that, especially as I was eating these, I'm thinking, this chicken noodle soup's gonna be phenomenal. And then I get to it, and it's not. I mean, I guess it is, compared to the other ones, it is healthier. Like, you got 150 calories there, so I mean, I guess I can understand. And the one thing I did notice on here, no sugar added. As far as 400 milligrams of sodium, so it does have some salt in there. No preservatives. But I guess the one thing good about these soups, though, is what I'm seeing here, too. I guess I never really paid attention to the bags as I was doing these. But on the back of the bags, you know, for instance, like on here, oops, excuse me, 20 grams of protein. You got lactose-free, no preservatives, gluten-free. This one has no sugar added, lactose-free, no preservatives. So there's one good thing about these. I mean, they are probably a little better than your traditional soups because excuse me, they're not putting preservatives in there, which is definitely a plus because nobody needs preservatives. And looking in the bag here, you still got a lot of stuff going on in there. So, I mean, I guess these are better than a canned soup. But like I said, I'm not sure if this one was trying to be healthier with this one. Because like I said, the calories on the other ones are like 300 plus. And this one only has 150. So maybe they're aiming the soup to the healthier audience. And when you're going healthier, usually flavor goes down in a lot of cases. Elevated classic, and a bone broth soup. Tastes homemade. Elevated classic. But I mean, I love the looks of it. This thing looks, I mean, you look at that, that is a beautiful, beautiful soup. But the taste isn't there. So that one, I'm kind of disappointed in. I had high hopes. But as far as giving a score on the chicken noodle soup, I gotta give that like I'll give that a 6.8. That was just kind of a letdown. I was expecting a little more flavor to that one because the pizza soup is the king right here. This right here is the king. I just wish there was more. I wish the other ones, because the other ones are chunky, and this one you just kind of left hanging without the chunks. But the flavor wins me over. This is good. Like I said, it reminds me of lasagna. Maybe like a little bit like a pizza sauce. I guess it does come across. But like I said, they're kind of similar. You can kind of pick either way. But the pizza soup's the winner. Followed by cheeseburger, which I wasn't thinking I was going to like. And then the jerk, and then the chicken noodle. If you guys have found these already, let me know your thoughts. This video's been going on for a while, so I should probably wrap it up here. But like I said, these I found at Walmart. I haven't seen them anywhere else. So check your soup aisle and see. If you've already found these, let me know your thoughts on them. If you have tried them and loved them, or if there's another flavor that you've had that you've been enjoying, let me know. Like I said, they go for about $5 a pouch. Like I said, it's only 12 ounces, so you don't got as much as like a regular can. But I mean, you don't got the preservatives in there. It's a little healthier. You got your different flavors there. So I mean, I'll buy this from time to time. I'd buy that pizza one again. I definitely would, and I can recommend that one. That is a delicious soup. But like I said, if you guys have found these already, let me know. Let me know your thoughts on those. I always love hearing your input on them, seeing if you disagree with me or agree with me. It's always awesome to hear that. Otherwise, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching. Like right now, it's amazing out here. It's supposed to be like 80, 82 degrees today. Sun's out. It's going to rain tomorrow, but I'm going to enjoy today before I have to go to work. So yeah, this is nice. Very nice. But anyways, have a great day. Thank you all for watching. Love yous all. You guys rock. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.